Hey everybody, so I am on my way up to Midland right now. I just joined Georgian Bay Hunters and Anglers Club. Here's my membership card. But headed up there right now. I have my homemade sifter in the back of my truck, and the blue bin behind me is what we're gonna sift all the sand into, and then we're gonna put that back in the berm. We're sifting out lead and copper because a lot of the bullets have copper jackets. So we're gonna be making lead ingots and copper ingots in the future once I get my kiln set up. So right now we're just gathering raw lead. And I've got my range bag here, and also I have my gun in the back here too, because we'll probably do some shooting while we're there. So we're at the range now. So range is in use, that's from us putting it up. Make sure my earmuffs are on, flags up, and range is in use. Here's the shooting house. Oh, you can't even see out there. Oh, there we go. Hey Jord, wave at the camera. Alright guys, so just got back from the range, and this is what we got in lead. So, lead and copper jackets. Big planter full there, and what's in this pan, I already separated a lot of the slugs and stuff that were, you know, didn't have as much copper on it. That's going to be my first test pan here, and I think it'll melt down pretty good. Like I said, there's not a whole lot of copper in there. I'll have to do a bit of sifting, couple jackets, but for the most part, those are just slugs. Over here, I've got my muffin tray that I'm going to pour my ingots into. I've got oven mitts, but I'm also going to double up with these gloves on the inside. Hopefully that'll be enough. And then here's my sifter for sifting the lead out of the, or sorry, sifting the copper out of the lead. Then I've got the ladle to pour each ingot. We'll see how that works. And then what else do I have in here? Oh yeah, I got this little scoop for scooping the dross off the top. So that's my plan. I had to go grab a tank of propane today, and I'm going to just do it on my outside barbecue. So let's see how it goes. I'm outside now. As you can see, I got my safety glasses and respirator on. It's my first time doing this, so I'm a little sketched out because I feel like I'm disrupting. I feel like my neighbors are going to look out and see me wearing this and be like, what's going on? But anyways, I'm going to get this going and warm up all my tools. But as you can see, I don't know if you can see in there well, but lead is starting to form on the bottom of this pan here. If I can show you. See right there? So we're starting to get liquid lead in the bottom of this pan. So I'll show you in a minute here. Once more of it melts, I'll probably have to add some to it. And once we get a good amount of liquid lead in there, I'll scrape off the dross. I'll do it all on the camera for you. And then we'll start pouring ingots. There we go. Expect that fell for him. There we go. Put those in. And we can start heating everything up here. And this is where I'm going to put my gloves on. This is where I'm going to put my mitts on and my gloves on, because everything's going to get pretty hot from here on out. Let's turn these down though. They don't need to be cranked right up right now. This is just to start warming them up. Okay, even close this, I guess. So here, this is what I'm using. Got these at the dollar store. These are like insulated kind of gloves, and then oven mitts. So, see, I'm gonna double up, see how that works. And that's how we're doing. Okay guys, sorry if the filming's a little crude. I've got these oven mitts on now. So I put this pan over top of the cast iron to let it get hot, let it melt a little easier. I'm gonna mix it around. So I'm gonna actually try sifting some of that out now with my sifter and see how that goes.
Hey babe, you still got that lighting?
Oh fuck. Dropping all my tools in here. Just one sec. Okay, here we go. Taking that off. Alright, here we go. Alright. Looks pretty empty to me. Okay. Get out of there, lad. Get out of there. We'll see. I'm sure all the casings are melted now. This is the casings from that first go. And that's what it looks like in there. Still a lot of lead residue, as you can see, but it's my first go at it, guys, so take it with a grain of salt. Okay. So I'm going to start sifting. So let's bring our container here. There we go. So all I'm doing is scooping it and then shaking it to try and shake all that excess lead out. And then there we go, we're left with copper. And you see there's a lot of lead that poured out of there. This is a bad sifter, guys. Don't use one of these. Use one that's got bigger holes. I'll turn the camera back on once I'm almost done scraping all this sand off and give you guys a better idea, give you guys a better view of the liquid lead in there. So I scraped all the dirt off the top. Now we just got a pool of liquid lead, and I'm going to throw a piece of candle in there to try and bring up any more crap from the bottom. So that's the plan. Haley, my lovely assistant, do you have the wax?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, just I don't know if I'm going to break this piece.
Do you want me to just drop it in?
No, I'm going to break this piece off. Okay, I'm going to just put that much in. There we go. Let's mix it around. Oh shit, took my glove off. There we go, I got it. Oh, it didn't catch fire. Oh, there it goes. I lied. So, that's, I gotta give it a good stir. Okay, here we go. Now, try and get more of that dross off the surface. As you can see, it's still, that looks cool as shit though. It's still burning the candles off. See, it's still burning the candle off. I think we are almost ready to start ladling into our muffin tray. I'm just gonna let this sit for a little bit longer, and I'm gonna make sure my muffin tray is heated up good and hot before I pour any of this lead into the trays. So stay tuned, and that's the next step.
I got my muffin tray heating up, and I got my ladle heating up. Okay, I think they're good to go. I got my lead cleaned and sifted, and I'm gonna just put my muffin tray, very hot muffin tray, right there, and I'm just gonna start ladling into these muffin trays. So, fucking shitty that it's snowing. I don't know how that's gonna affect things, but maybe I'll try getting this going. Okay, here we go. First ladle. Come on in. Trying to be quick to keep it from hardening in different layers. That is working like a charm though, I must say. Now don't do this on like a brand new barbecue that you just brought home. I don't think you'll fucking like the outcome, because I see splatters of lead everywhere. But I must say, it is pretty cool that just yesterday we were sifting these out of a berm, and covered in dirt, you could hardly tell what was a bullet and what was a rock. I'm gonna have to tilt this pan to get more lead exposed, because I'm not getting enough of my ladle scoops. Okay, we're at 4 muffin trays. That's looking kick-ass. I'm just gonna ditch the umbrella. I think it's fucking hindering things more than helping. Okay, here we go. Tilting the lead in the pan. Okay, that is fucking hot. Shite. Okay, now I've seen videos that say you're not supposed to take your pan and use that to pour. I'm gonna take my pan and use that to pour.
It's got a pouring spout.
So I need to use my other fucking... Okay, here we go. 2 hands. Here we go. There we go. Okay. Alright, we in total got 6 muffin trays. So I'm just going to push this back a bit more. Going to close this down. That's just sitting there, all that to cool down. Turning my burners off and shutting this. Now I'm going to come back out in a little bit. I got a bucket of water right here. Once they're hard enough to come out of those trays, I'm going to tap them into the bucket of water, and I should be able to hold them. They should be cool to the touch.
Okay, so I fucking got all gung-ho and didn't get the camera going, but what I did was I picked up the tray that were full of all 6. I tapped them with my spoon, and they were hard. So I was like, okay, I hope that's hard enough. And then I went over to my bucket, and I went like this, and I banged them out, and they all came out. So there's a bit of lead left on the pan from when I poured it, so I'll have to scrape that later. But in our bucket, we have our 6 lead pucks, and it was heavy. Like, that muffin tray was very heavy. So I'm about to put my hand in and see if I can fucking touch it. So, yep, can touch it. There's a puck of lead. Look at that. And that is heavy, very heavy. So I'm gonna get the stamp kit and stamp the weight of it. And like I said, I got 6 of them, and I still have this entire bucket to do. So lots more pucks in the near future. So thanks for watching, and my first melting video, melting metal.